Hello and welcome to my channel, Inviting Possibilities Tarot. My name is Rochelle and I am doing the weekly reading for the collective. Um, Remember that when you see this, it's for the week ahead for you, and it's general and timeless. And also feel free to check out any of my other videos. They are all timeless and also all placements. Um, for everybody. If it resonates for you, feel free to check it out. Um, yeah, so, and resonates, if the title resonates, that's what I meant, or if it draws you in. Anyway, I felt called to pick a couple of angel cards to begin. Hey, Lioness Kitty Cat is here, and Mojo Tarot too. Thanks for being here, you guys. All right. Ooh, we've got light. Oh, my light is very, I don't know. I haven't changed anything, and it's just very like like what's the word? It's like drowning all the cards out. It's weird. I need to get some new light bulbs. Humor. Come on, camera, you can do it. Put it in front of my face so I don't know. I don't know what is going on. Okay. Light and humor. Let me get one more. Just cause. Clarity. Always like to see that. Light, humor, and clarity. Yeah, it feels like, the idea of shining the light on something, on a situation, on something you've been mulling over, um, and infusing what you're looking at with that humor, kind of lightening up is kind of what I'm getting, is going to help bring some clarity to something that you've been possibly struggling with. Or it's just going to kind of nudge you in a direction that, just feels better, even if things seem fine now. Yeah, so let's see. Guess I'll just keep those down here for now. Yeah. Let me go with the Kipper deck. See what the Kipper deck has to say. And JoJo is here too. Thank you for being here. All right. Tell us what's up, Kipper. Toil and labor, 38. Concern, 33. Expectation, 28. Get a couple more. Great fortune, 26. Okay. Child, 18. It seems like could have to do with your work. Feeling concerned that you're not getting out what you're putting in. You're putting in a lot of effort, and feeling concerned that your expectations won't be met. That you want, your ultimate goal is to have some kind of great fortune. So you can have some kind of new beginning, or maybe you want to provide for your child or children, or maybe you want to be able to get back to a childlike state where you can just be in the moment and relax and enjoy yourself, and not have to do all this adulting because it's tiring and taxing and um, it's not so fun. And I feel like it kind of ties into these angel cards here because when we're feeling concerned, when we have high expectations, it it can definitely it can sap us of our energy. It can make us feel very serious. And there's a need to lighten up. And that's a part of that's the key. That's or it's one of the ingredients in creating this good fortune that you really want, especially if you're putting in a lot of work and effort. Um, you know, there there's the chance of some kind of payoff. It doesn't always work out that way. Sometimes we can put everything into something and we still don't get anything out of it. But because of this expectation, it's like you must be doing something. Whether I mean, it doesn't have to be what you do for money. But I mean, with that great fortune there, I kind of feel like it does. Even if it's not your main job, it's something that you're working towards. Maybe it's a side hustle. And so there's a stuckness. And so shining light and bringing humor into the situation is going to bring you that clarity. So let's go with hey, Gypsy Tarot made it. Wonderful. I'm so glad you're here. Thanks for joining. All right. What does the Osho Zen have to say? I'm going to push these out of the way. Beyond Illusion, number 20, which is the Judgment card. I read that as Scorpio and also Libra. Beyond Judgment. Trust, which is the Page of Cups. Or a Page of Water. And, Gloria Miller is here. Hello. Thanks for joining. Okay. Seven of Fire, stress. Completion, we have the World card. That's all the fixed signs. Scorpio, Aquarius, Leo, and Taurus. And Page of Clouds or Air. I think it's clouds in this deck. Fighting. Interesting. Okay, let me look at this for a minute. Okay. Pro commenter man. We've got some interesting things going on in the chat today. All right, let's focus on the reading. So okay, so first of all, beyond illusion, we have the butterfly kind of overlaid, or it's a part of this figure. And butterflies always speak to me of significant change, like personal change, personal transformation, metamorphosis. And there's this something going on with the third eye here. A part of the change has to do with your ability to tap into your intuition. And that's helping you to get beyond the illusion. Maybe there's an illusion around some kind of expectation that you've been holding or carrying. And beyond illusion speaks to me of this clarity and the light too. Because this butterfly, is it's got this kind of yellow, bright, sunny energy. So, so ultimately it has to do with trust. It has to do with possibly taking a leap of faith. It's almost like she has jumped, and maybe she's flying, maybe she's falling, we're not really sure, but it's trusting that you're going to figure out how to land, or you're going to figure out how to soar because of getting some kind of clarity. And there's a closing out of a cycle of stress, of feeling like you need to do a lot of things to get what you want. You need to juggle all the things and balance, and meanwhile here's this monkey who's ready to pop the bubble. The monkey, which is, it's a part. I'm almost getting it's a part of you where it's that part that might self sabotage, or it's the part of you that kind of when you get when things get to be too much, it's like it's an extension of the universe acting through you. Like you're hanging on to it, you're connected to it, and it's like when things get too crazy, that bubble pops and everything falls. But it's for your it's for the best, basically. Um, Sometimes we need to rest. Sometimes we need to let go of the stress. Sometimes we need to trust that we can put things down, and it doesn't mean it's all gonna stop or go away. And and so I feel with this completion card, again, we have this. It's like in order to get over the stress, you need to, and this is where the humor comes in, right? And maybe that's the final puzzle piece. The light that you're shining on the situation, and the humor that you are kind of seeing, that lens that you're seeing things through, is that final. It helps you understand that final piece of the puzzle. You're closing something out, or you have the potential to, because of seeing beyond whatever illusions have been fed to you or that you've created yourself. Now, this fighting is interesting because there's, this figure has all this armor on. We can see in the clouds back here, there's this, struggle between two people. And it's like, the clouds kind of represent the mind and your thoughts. And so you've been through something that has been maybe in trying to get where you want to go, you've had to deal with other people, and there's been a lot of like, fighting or drama, and you're just ready to like um kind of blast through any kind of resistance that you meet. But I feel like because these are the clouds here, this is a part of the illusion. This is about needing to see that you have put armor on as a way to protect yourself from something that maybe happened in the past and isn't even like a tangible thing that you have to deal with anymore. or you're anticipating that you're going to meet some kind of resistance and you're just like, ah, ready to fight, you know, at at all at all cost, I guess. And this kind of energy is very restrictive energy. It keeps you stuck. It keeps you stuck in your head. And this does not allow you to just soar free and trust. When you're wearing all that armor, you're going to, as soon as you jump, you plummet straight to the ground because it's heavy. And it keeps you from being able to soar. You need to open those hands and open those arms and just like trust that it's going to be okay. This is a part of the stress. Maybe you have like people from your past in your mind who are telling you, you hear these voices of people who are like, you you can't do the thing you want to do because of whatever reason. And I feel so I'm kind of feeling like with stress and fighting on either side of completion, I think this is you finally understanding that this is a part of the clarity, that maybe you've been the one keeping yourself in this very closed off, scattered energy where you're just like all over the place and kind of stuck because there's this, this face here kind of looks like the face of the Buddha. It's very calm, it's very serene. It's finally coming to that place of understanding, like this is the kind of energy I want to be embodying. And that awareness is what's going to bring you to that place of hopping off that bubble before it gets popped, taking off the armor so you don't just fall over as soon as you try to jump into something, or if you're doing something already. It's like it's like learning how to trust your instincts, trust your intuition, um rather than being in this defensive energy. So, okay. Okay, yes. Gloria has things to say, apparently. Thanks, guys, for helping me. Appreciate you. Trolls are so funny. It's like they clearly don't have much going on in their own lives and feel the need to go and mess with other people. And it's like, I don't know. Like I feel like that's kind of where the humor comes in. You're just like, okay, I guess if that's what you want to spend your time on, to each his own. I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna pick some cards from the Good Tarot. We've got the Queen of Water, um, which is water signs Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. I often read this as Cancerian. Ooh, and we've got the Star. That's Aquarian energy. And the Eight of Fire. The Eight of Water. Ooh, two eights. And the Call. Number 20. So this, again, is the Judgment card. We've got the Judgment card twice here. Okay, so let's see here. There's a tremendous amount of healing that is taking place here. Uh-oh, I lost light. Light disappeared from my life. Oh, here you are. um, we got the light back. Um, yeah, with the Queen of Water and the Star, there's all this beautiful healing and kind of learning how to nurture yourself and really tapping into your intuition. Maybe there's somebody who's coming in who embodies this kind of energy as well, and there's kind of a wish fulfillment, like they're bringing kind of a breath of fresh air into your life. Or if this is you kind of taking on this energy, you're just like, you are finally feeling like y- you see you kind of see the potential for things working out. You can feel it because this is an energy of, this is a part of that trust. This is the part of that beyond illusion, seeing beyond the illusion. And as you do this, as you kind of go after what you want, through this healing, you're like, you're opening yourself up, you're dropping the armor. And you realize you have a lot to give to the world, to the people around you. And it's like, this takes you on this journey. This is all about momentum, building momentum. And maybe you're deciding to actually go travel somewhere. But this can also be an internal journey. I love that she's riding the panda. Um, it's a comfortable ride. It's not too fast, but I don't know. Can pandas go fast? Maybe. But it's like feeling not too concerned about going fast, but because I don't know, it's kind of this comfortable ride. You're like, I don't know, how do I say it? Like I said, the momentum builds. And the eight of fire and the eight of water together is like, yeah, because we have this ship coming in. You're ready to go on some kind of journey. You're ready to leave things behind that you thought were valuable. I often see, like, we have this chest here and it looks like it's full of bubbles. Whatever the treasure was that you thought you had, you're realizing is a part of the illusion that you've been stressing yourself over, and it doesn't even hold water. And what you want does hold water. She's got that whatever you call that face thing, water holder. you know and this character here in the eight of cups has a jewel strapped to their back, and they're waiting for that ship. And I get the sense that you're like, yeah, I'm getting out of here, getting out of Dodge, waiting for the ship to come in so that I can um, begin my journey, this whole new journey. This is a part of the clarity. Light keeps falling. And this journey has to do with some kind of, you're being nudged. You're getting the call. This is a part of the trust. Is the universe is like, yep, it's time to go. What you want to do has to, again, yeah, this, it definitely feels career related, money related, because this card in particular is all about living your purpose and having that align with prosperity and great fortune. And I feel like because you are getting beyond some kind of illusion, some kind of expectation that you created or someone fed you, and you're getting to the core of what it is you truly want, and you're doing this healing, following your intuition, um, things, something is falling into place. Things are lining up. And we got some, we got a bunch of kitty confirmation here. And they're having fun. They're playing um, with their toys. And I feel like that's a part of the humor too, is like it's playful and it's fun. And, you know, it's releasing this, by releasing the stress and that defensiveness, that armor that you've had up. Now you're like, oh, I feel like the energy is lightening up and I can go play and have a good time. And yeah, yeah. So, okay. Um, I want, I'll pick some cards from the Wisdom of Avalon. Haven't gotten cards from this deck in a while. Ooh, we've got the Merlin. Alchemy, justice again. No, sorry, judgment was, never mind. Alchemy, justice, and balance. The water fairy, feelings and emotions, which is very much what the Queen of Water is all about. Really acting from that, you know, that emotional side, being emotionally intelligent, not just acting on any emotional whim, but really, because of this healing, really, it's like alchemizing that energy of the stress, of the defensiveness, into this very like loving, flowing, nurturing energy. And we've got the spider, creative projects. When you do work on a creative project, typically that is something that feels really good, that you feel inspired to do. And I feel like in this case, your emotions are kind of informing you of what you want to do. And you're like, yeah, I'm going to go for this. You're getting some kind of justice through doing something that you love, that's fulfilling. The deer, gentleness and diplomacy, which is very different energy from this fighting, from this, yeah, defensiveness and ready to argue. And um you know yeah, this is letting all that go and just kind of taking a gentle approach, because of not feeling like you need to prove yourself. You're doing your own thing, and that's what that's, when you're doing what you love, and don't feel the need to prove yourself to anyone, like, then you're able to just be vulnerable and, like, not feel so defensive. Trust. We have trust again. This is all about trusting that you are on the right path, that whatever concerns you are dealing with right now are, they're a part of the illusion, and you need to trust yourself, trust the messages that you're getting, how, somehow, you are being guided to go in a direction that brings you balance, where you can, I don't know, maybe you are going to be dealing with people in some respect. And anytime we deal with people, like, if you have like a partner, a business partner, for example, or you're anybody you're dealing with in your life who you're like, I'm doing this thing, and people are going to have their own opinions and ideas about things, and this is about being open to that and not just automatically thinking people have it in for you, or um, it's about like recognizing and honoring that sometimes people have good constructive criticism, um, and sometimes they're just coming from their own place, and it's like, okay, well, thanks for your opinion. um, I'm gonna I'm following the calling. I've got my own path to take. So let's get an abundance angel or two. We've got, there we go. Have courage to ask for and accept help. Asking for help is a sign of strength, as is accepting it as it is offered to you. Very often, when you ask God for help, prayers are answered through other people. Be sure to accept this assistance as well as give it to others as you are guided. Yeah, maybe that's a part of what I was speaking to with this diplomacy, and a part of getting out of this defensive energy so that you're open and receptive to getting help, to giving assistance where it is needed. If you're too stressed out, you can't see beyond all the stuff you have going on. Um, yeah, get one more. Una más. Focus on your priorities. Where you put your focus is where you receive your outcome. Your priorities are calling to you, which may produce a feeling of anxiety unless you give them the time and attention they and you deserve. Even a small amount of time devoted to your priorities will help you feel better and more confident. I think you're changing your priorities here, ultimately. And maybe what is changing here could be drastically, it could be very, like, from where you were putting in a lot of energy and time and effort, where you're deciding to go, how you're changing, or the direction you're choosing to go in from this point is could be very different. And so you really want to focus on what's going to bring you that balance, that justice you feel, that the emotional balance, where you feel like you're going towards something that is going to get you to that good fortune, great fortune, so you can have that new beginning, doing something creative that you love. I'm gonna finish with a chakra card. Possibility, crown chakra. All is possible for me in this universe of infinite potential. I release all conditioning and limits that I have placed in my path unknowingly. Ooh. And that, I feel like that's a part of this beyond illusion. Um, and releasing, yeah, the conditioning and limits that you've placed on your path unknowingly. That's a part of that stress. And I would say that's a part of this fighting too. I believe, invest, and intend in the possibility of a positive, peaceful, and loving outcome. Positive, peaceful, and loving outcome. I feel like there's other, I don't know. Yeah, ultimately, all is possible. When you get out of your own way, when you let yourself trust, um, and know that you're being guided in the right direction, um, yeah, anything is possible. That's a part of the clarity. So, anyway, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day wherever you are in the world, and I will see you on the next video. Mwah. And thanks again so much for liking, subscribing, and sharing. Yeah. Yeah.